welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to take a few minutes to share with you some of the cards from the Blue Skies Cardmaking Kit, which I just got in the mail the other day, and so I was really excited to assemble it and put it together. It makes 18 different cards, so no two cards are the same, and some of them have this fun pinwheel that the pinwheel is a thin cut, and it's really easy to make, and when you put it on your card, it even spins. So here you can see this is the pinwheel thin cut, and when you just run that through your die cutting machine and it comes out and you've got holes on these parts here, and then you just take a brad of your choice and you just stick each of those parts through the brad, and then when you're done you put it through the center, and there you go. And it's really cool. It makes a little pinwheel. So I use the pinwheel, which is recommended for a bunch of these cards, and I just love how it does actually spin on the card. And so what the card making kit comes with a pack of the Blue Skies paper, which is a special for the month of May because May is National Scrapbooking Month. And so it comes with the pack of paper, and then you do have a few other supplies that are needed. So one of the other supplies that you need to have is the Beautiful Day stamp set. Now, I highly recommend this. I did get one of the Blue Skies bundles that came earlier. I mean, in addition to the card kit, I had gotten one of the bundles that came with the Blue Skies paper and also with the stamp set. And what I really like about the stamp set is it is a really good buy for the money, because all of these images on here, with the exception of like a tiny little flower and then two centers for the flowers, every other image on here has a matching thin cut. So that is a lot of stamps with a lot of thin cuts. And so you can really do so many things with this stamp set. I mean, look at how much that you get with this stamp set and the thin cuts. So this is part of what you would use to make these cards, and so I do think that that is something that is important to get, although certainly you could just make the cards with the paper and embellish them in your own way also. I did not have all of the things that were on the recommended supply list. For example, I did not have Pixie ink, so I used my other pink, which I have as with the old cotton candy color. But I did have the other colors that were part of this, and just look at how pretty they are. The green apple, the sapphire, the lemonade, lagoon, candy apple, and actually even the lemonade is not part of it. It's supposed to be canary, but again, I didn't have canary, but I did have lemonade, and yellow is yellow, right? So I made it work. I channeled my inner Tim Gunn and made it work. So you can see here are some of the cards. So 18 cards total. Each one is different. There's You and Me equals awesome. I love this one here with the little camera and the gold thread behind it, and it says celebrate. And one of the other things that is recommended for making this card kit is the stamp set Say It in Style. I didn't have that one either. So again, how do I make it work? Well, we all have stamp sets that have sentiments on them, right? Lots of sentiments probably in our collection. So I just went through and pulled out sentiments that I wanted to use on cards. Like I pulled out the Celebrate from an old stamp set because I had some graduation cards that I needed to make, and I thought that this would be a cute little graduation card. So you'll see on some of the cards I did change them just a little bit if I didn't have something that I needed. So here's another example. In the card kit, it does use that Say It in Style stamp set, and it says hello friend, I think, here instead, and I didn't have that. But I did need a thank you card for my daughter's teacher. So again, I went through my stamp sets and found some sentiments that I liked that matched the size that I needed, and I just kind of made it my own. So, you know, for the card kit itself is a great value. It's like $16 or $17, and you do need a few additional supplies. Like I said, I would recommend the Beautiful Day stamp set and the pinwheel, but otherwise, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can just kind of even make it your own, make it work, right? So here's another one, and again, you can see the pinwheels all turn, and I will show on my blog how I did that so that you can see how so cute, the Good Life. This fancy fold is one of my favorites. I'm going to be showing on this video how to make the fancy fold. So look at that. You open it this way, and then I can write whatever I want in here. Okay, so cool. And there are more. There are 18 of them. So here's cute turquoise balloon one with that lagoon color. This might be one of my favorites. I think I just love this cluster of flowers up here. And again, anything that's a turquoise color is my favorite. So I love this lagoon. It's so beautiful. A pretty little happy birthday card. Love your smile. I like this one. This one actually just pulled the paper itself, has this pattern on it, and then I just put the flowers on it. So that was a really easy one to assemble. And all of these cards were actually very easy to do. They look really fancy and cool, but they were not very hard to assemble. Probably the most challenging part was just that you were making 18 cards simultaneously and keeping everything, all the pieces organized, and keeping track of what you needed to do. Was probably the most challenging part, but it wasn't actually hard to do or to make any of them. So those are 16 of the cards. So what I wanted to do is to assemble my last 2 cards with you. So if you look on the cutting instructions, this will be card number 16. And on it says feel better soon, but I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have that Say It in Style stamp set. So I went through and cut my own sentiment, and I do have some family friends who are getting married this fall that I'm going to need a wedding card for. So I found my Mr. and Mrs. stamp on the May stamp of the month, and I thought that that would make a really pretty wedding card. So I'm going to use that instead. So let's go ahead and start assembling this. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is I'm just going to put down my sapphire paper and my floral paper. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh goodness, couldn't stop that. So I'm going to assemble first the floral paper. And that's just gonna go over here to the side. Oh, actually, hold on, I take that back. If I could follow the directions. I'm a teacher and I yell about following directions all the time. You would think that I could do it myself, but no. Okay, so it's actually going to have a little white, it's going to have a white outline around it, and so it's not flush with the edge of the card. Hopefully I line that up, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and put my sapphire down right next to it, and hopefully if I probably should have moved it over because it's not even, but that's okay. Again, we'll make it work, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this red cardstock piece, and I use the side, the one side is just plain, but I use the side that has that UV coating on it because it's got just a little really pretty pattern. And the cutting guide tells you all the pieces you need to cut, what size they need to be, what paper. So I just went through and I cut everything and I made piles. So, card 1, card 2, card 3, and I just cut everything, and I just really did it in a very systematic, organized manner. And I did everything yesterday in a couple of hours. So 18 totally unique cards really fast. All right, so we're also going to want to put our sentiment here, and then we're going to pop up our flowers with some leaves behind them. So I think what I'm going to do is I might just glue some of my leaves down and then pop some of them up. So let's kind of play with this a little bit. And let's see, I think I might want to put like this. Do something like that. And then we're going to have some flowers. Yes, maybe I'll just glue the leaves down and then pop the flowers, okay? And you can kind of do it however you want to. And actually, I'm just remembering now, of course, as I'm doing this, that this particular card is supposed to have 3 of these large flowers on the front, and one of them is supposed to be in that yellow. And when I was stamping everything yesterday, I took that 3rd flower that I had cut and I accidentally stamped it in my pink color, my cotton candy, and instead of the yellow. And then I thought about just putting it on there with the pink and the red, but then I really liked it in the yellow, and I thought, oh, I will go ahead and cut another one, save this pink flower for something else, and I'll cut another one in yellow. But then I forgot, so it's fine. We'll make it work. So even though they're kits, you really can kind of make them unique to how you want them to be. It doesn't matter. So let's pop this guy up here. Just kind of cover where our leaves were. And then this guy, we're just gonna put some on this side so that it has room to sit on there. Don't get too many of them. So on the supply list, it does recommend that you have foam tape, and I used a lot of foam tape because I really like to pop my embellishments up, and so that is definitely something that you would want to have to put this card kit together. Okay, and so there's our floral bunch on the front of the card, and now we're going to add in our sentiment, and they kind of show it just coming out from underneath of this flower. Let's kind of play with that a little bit. I like this line that comes out of the letters, so I don't want to cover up too much actually. So I kind of like that, or I don't want to cover that leaf. Maybe I will do mine like that, I think. I am going to just glue that one down, not pop it. And I want to see a little bit of that sapphire down there, so I'm going to do it like so. And that's it. There, I think that's really pretty. And then I can send that off for the wedding this fall that we were originally planning to go to, but now they're just kind of having their own very small, intimate event because of the whole global pandemic. So there you go. There is card number 16. And the other one I was going to assemble for you that I saved is card number 17, and it is a fancy fold card, which is similar to this one here, only it has different paper and different stamped embellishments, but it's the same kind of idea. So I thought, well, this looks really cool, but it was super easy to do, so I thought that would be a good one to show you on there. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna set these aside for right now. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put this sapphire piece is for matting the white daisy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now so that I can have those two pieces together. Set that aside for now, and here are all my embellishments for this card. I'm going to put those in a pile over there. And so I just want to show you this card. So all the pattern paper is double-sided, so this is that Blue Skies paper pack that you're getting because it's the card making kit, and it's really pretty with the green and the white on one side, and then this really pretty blue circle pattern on the other side. So what you're going to do is, after you've cut it, this is just if I remember correctly, it's either, is this 5 or 6 inches? Can't remember now what I cut it at. It's 5.5. It's 5.5. So this is a 5.5 inch card. Oh, that would make sense because it's 4 1/4 by 5.5. So it's a 5.5 inch by 12 piece that you just cut off the bottom of the paper. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna score it 1, 2, 3 different times. And you're gonna score it at, the first score is at 1 3/4, and then it goes at 4 3/4, and then it's at 7 3/4. And so when you do that and fold it, you're gonna get something that looks like this. And so what you're gonna do is you're just going to adhere these two inner panels together, and that gives the card extra strength. And so let's see, I wanna make sure that I'm putting it on, yep, I want it like so. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking at the guide to make sure that I'm folding the right way and not the other way. So I want it to be like this. So I'm just going to take these two 3-inch pieces here and adhere them together. And just fold that over like so. So now it does this. And that looks pretty cool. Then what we're gonna do, just because that really kind of all blends together, we need something back here to break that up. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this piece that we just put matted on that sapphire paper, and you're gonna center it on this back panel. And that also gives you a space to write whatever it is you want to write in your card. And then when you all fold it together, it breaks up that paper a little bit, so that you can see each of the different layers. So now we have that, okay? And then this one actually has the beautiful day on the front and a sun. It's really cute. And so this beautiful day is actually just gonna be stuck to the front little panel so that it opens with it like that. And then we're going to put the yellow sun up here. And I think I might do yellow, the yellow sun popped up. So let's put some foam tape on there. And we'll pop up the yellow one just to give it some extra oomph. And I'm gonna put this guy right there. And then I want one of my clouds to kind of be peeking out from behind that flap. So I want him to be right there. Like so. Just one of my clouds, okay? And then like I said, I want my beautiful day coming across the front of the card. Now, when I go to glue this down, I made this mistake yesterday, which was one of the reasons that I thought maybe I should show this one on the video. I accidentally put too much adhesive on the back of my little pennants of this other card, and because I wasn't thinking. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting it behind this part here. So let's see, about at that point. So it's really just here. Get wet on it since it's hanging on just by a tiny bit. Like that. Make sure I didn't come over too far. Oh, I didn't. Good. Perfect. Okay. And so there is now the front. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it and I'm going to put my other cloud on. Where'd you go, cloud? I'm going to put him down just below this other cloud. Like that. So he gets hidden by that first flap. And then I'm going to take my watering can and I'm just going to kind of tip it a little bit so that it looks like it's watering some flowers. And I think I'm going to pop this guy up too, because why not? I love foam tape. There we go. Okay. And then this watering can is just going to look like it is watering some of these blue flowers. And actually on the inside of the card, we're going to use the pink sun, which I thought was really cute that they said to stamp it in the pixie color, which like I said, I did in cotton candy because I didn't have a pixie ink pad. But I thought, oh, how fun. It's not a yellow sun on the inside, but it's a pink sun. And I think that that's just gonna look really cute with this pink watering can and all of these flowers. So their pink sun's gonna actually go in this inner flap over here, like that. And then we're just gonna put down these flowers kind of in a little random bunch over here. That way it looks like the watering can is getting those flowers. So I think I might do like, let's do one of them popped up. So like I said, this Blue Skies card kit is, Blue Skies is a special for the month of May because it's National Scrapbooking Month. So you're definitely, if you like this, you're gonna wanna make sure that you order it before the end of May, which is only a few days away. And then after that, it's kind of like as supplies last, and the bundles won't be specials anymore. So you would want to make sure that if you saw one of the bundles you liked, that you got that before the end of May. And so that just kind of goes like this. And actually, you know what? Now I'm realizing that did I mess that up? No, I didn't mess that up. That's correct. Okay. For a second, I thought, oh, was I supposed to put it on the inside here? But no. So it looks like this. You could even, because now you have all of this pattern space over here, you could even embellish it more if you wanted. But I like how when you first open that up, it's got just this little sunny scene on the inside. And so there you go. That was really simple. I think I might use this fancy fold design for some other cards because it was really easy to do. Like, I think this would make some cute holiday cards, maybe like for Halloween or Thanksgiving or even Christmas would be really cute. And it was, like I said, really easy to do. And it's just that one strip of paper and then some embellishments. So there you go. So that would be now all 18 of the cards from the Blue Skies Card Making Kit. And like I said, I'm going to post some extra little tips and things of that nature on my blog, so I will link that below this video, so make sure that you check it out. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also sign up to get some email notifications when I update my blog. I would love to share some more things with you. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something new. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.